Here with Dignitas Lassiz and Dignitas Zapman today. Of course, we had the second day of the best of threes, and you guys faced up against Denial today. Yesterday, you went up against Reason, right?
Yeah.
Ended up casting the Reason games yesterday, which were pretty involved. We actually saw a basket come out from Lassiz. Can you talk a little bit about the basket play?
You know, we think it's a good counter pick to Thor, and that's why we did it, honestly.
How come it's a good counter pick to Thor?
Well, now that Thor actually gets slowed with this three and spinning, we like to abuse her whip, which is a slow, and her cats. So pretty much you can kite Thor around almost as much as you want, as well as keep up with them with your leap.
So was this in direct response to the Thor that came out immediately after you fall with Bastet?
Oh, absolutely. We baited up the Thor pick, and we knew we didn't have to pick her till late because who the heck picks Bastet, you know? So
no banding, no waiting, not worried about them stealing the leg with Bastet there.
Pretty much, yeah.
We also saw you have some, honestly, I was catching the games yesterday. The plays that you did with Apollo, I mean, we saw the three-man gank on the tower, and then we saw the one where this guy was sitting at like 2 HP. Berserker Barrage comes out, and Ninja Fingers over here just hits the Mesmerize. I mean, walk us through how that felt and what you were thinking during that process.
Well, that's why I pick Apollo, especially against Thor, because he has a lot of escape, mechanics. He has his dash and he has his Serenade. So I basically know when the Thor gets close, he's going to use his spin. So I know right there I have my finger on the Serenade button. I just press it right there, and probably got lucky too at the same time.
So I mean, Thor, it seems like you guys had a lot of preparation going into this, obviously, and Thor definitely a corner point. It seemed like Naja was a very popular band for the last few weeks or so, which means the follow-up would be Thor, Hoonbots, Fenrir. Thor especially, I mean, were you prepared to see no Thor today at all, or were you expecting to see it all the time?
We always expect to see Thor, man. He creates so much presence around the map, and there's a lot of good players who can play the dang god, so why not?
That's true. Were you expecting to, I mean, were you planning to pick up Thor yourself, or were you just kind of like counting, or what went through your preparation for the picking itself?
Well, once in a while we try to prioritize Thor, but then suddenly we think, why not just bait out the pick? So yeah, we just try to do some unconventional things, and we get away with it.
I mean, so afterwards, you actually went up into the Twitch booth,
right,
and you have two of your teammates in there right now, if they're still in there. How was it in that booth?
Oh, it's awesome, man. I mean, I think there's a few people watching on Twitch, and just eyes are on you, and it's just awesome, man. It's just cool to even be there, just like it's cool being here with you, baby.
So this is PAX. Is this your first PAX?
No, my second. I was
PAX East.
Yeah,
right. PAX East. So how do you feel about the difference between PAX East and PAX Prime?
This one's a lot more organized, and the equipment's pretty good, and yeah, I think the PAX East was the first time they ever did any kind. It wasn't even supposed to be like a LAN event or anything like that. People that could have drove up there or flown up there flew. So, but this one actually teams were invited, so everything was set up nicely, and it's a lot of fun.
Right, and speaking of the setups, I mean, how is this setup compared to the setup in PAX East? I mean, obviously there's a difference of opinion there.
I mean, we have really nice chairs this time. It's basically the same thing, but before we had these stools, and we just,
They wanted us standing.
Yeah, at one point we were going to stand, but thank God they
had to stand at PAX East?
Yeah, and then they're like, wait a minute, they might need chairs.
They just weren't prepared for people to come because, it's random people who just flew up there. So they weren't really prepared to have us there.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, definitely. We saw some people laying down, kind of hanging out on the carpets and all that. We saw kind of people coming in and out of the Twitch booth, just having fun, saying hi. How do you feel about the setup of this tournament compared to the tournament for PAX East?
It's definitely a lot more organized. I mean, as Zap said, just it's cool, man. It's like you get to meet all the other teams. They're all here, which is awesome. Hi-Rez is really on top of their game, man. They're really taking this very seriously. And you can see it. You can just see it.
We got the jerseys hanging out right here. Definitely. So I mean, it's great to be here. It's an awesome event. I'm enjoying myself. Obviously, kind of running around, having lots of fun. The games have been awesome. We have the semifinals tomorrow, and then the finals right after. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch that, especially you guys. I mean, have you looked at the updated brackets yet? Are you guys on top?
I think so.
You had what was it? Two points and 1 win from yesterday, and then again 2 points and 1 win from today. I believe Reason had 2 losses again, and Cognitive took 2 points. They had 3 points and then 1 win. So Cog should be actually in second now. So you guys are first. Cog should be second. After that should be Denial, and then Reason are last. Oh, from yesterday, right? But Cog, that's true. That may be a factor. But Cog had they got 2 points today and a W. So they're separate for the W's and the points. So I maybe Cog and Denial fighting for 2, and Reason at 4, and then you guys in 1, definitely. So looking forward to see you guys, and thank you for staying with me and enjoying the action. So we'll see you in the next interview.
Hell yeah. Love you, driver.